Unbound Gravel is the race that everybody is targeting. It established itself as the pinnacle of gravel before any other races were really at its level. So it kind of claimed the center stage first. So it's also the longest gravel race that I know of. It tests not only your physical toughness, but it dives into a whole nother level of your mental resolve. One aspect of gravel racing is the variety of conditions and terrain you race in, and I do find it is a huge advantage to be prepared and have experience in these different conditions and know what the tire choice is, what the bicycle frame choice is, all of the details, how much hydration you'll need on a dry day, hot day versus a wet day. All of these aspects add up. So I'm going in extremely prepared, I would say, with probably more knowledge than anybody because I'm such a gear nerd. This feeler gauge can tell you where and how much the rotor is bent. I will be bringing 2 bikes with me to the event. Which bike I will be racing, I'm still a little undecided. I have a new prototype Allied Cycle Works Echo in the work stand right now. I raced this last weekend at the Hiko 150. This is a 2nd place trophy from this last weekend's race. This is going up on the wall of excess tubing. I'm a little on the fence between the brand new Allied Echo and the tried and true 2019 winner in men's and women's field, and currently holding only 1 crankset.
You got 2 pedals though.
I got 2 pedals, you know. Going into Unbound, I was confident. There was a stacked field of World Tour pros, maybe 5 or 6 current and former World Tour pros, which translates for the layman to an insanely heavy training load. They just have tens of thousands of miles in their legs. The main difference is being that they are prepared for a 6-hour road race, and I've been preparing for a 6-hour gravel race. I think the secret to my success is I don't actually ride my bike that much. I ride my bike very hard, and I ride my bike when necessary to prepare for a race. But I think that might be the reason why I still love riding my bike, is that I don't overdo it. So we've had no racing in North America for a little over a year. Been fully embracing other aspects of life. After Mid-South 2020, just as the curtain of COVID was falling, I pretty much went with the gut instinct prediction that things would be shut down for quite a while. So I dove headfirst into Project Land. I've rebuilt virtually everything on my Dodge 2500 Cummins.
You had too much fun with that.
Sounds like a little pig.
That's just like a little grunt to it when you kind of roll off. It goes, it sounds like a little like pit bull or something. I like it. I like it a lot. The reason why I have this obscene redneck truck
Will need to be seen in the back. Here it is, home on the road. I have 6 days effectively to get this thing dragged out of my yard and on the road to Unbound 200. Having a consistent level of comfort on the road will be extremely valuable. I've always struggled with, getting adequate rest ahead of races, sleeping on miscellaneous couches or floors or random hotel beds. Going into Unbound 2019, I was not sure what to expect since it was my first attempt at the race. I didn't know the course. I didn't really do any pre-riding of the course, which is kind of typical for me. I like to kind of go into races with an open mind. I like to think I have a skill set that is extremely adaptable. 2019 was a day with a few adversities that I still had to overcome. It didn't go perfectly smooth. I had 2 punctures over the course of the race, and both times I was able to remedy the puncture with the help of orange seal and some Dynaplugs and a bit of CO2. The first puncture was at mile 70 which required about a 20-minute solo chase to get back onto the lead group. I believe it was about 9 hours into the race when my second puncture hit, and it was, yeah, mentally extremely challenging, and you have to just stay focused. You have to triage this tire puncture. Yeah, that was one of the most trying moments of the race, no doubt. Mile 50 to 70 to 80, I had extreme doubts of whether today was my day, if my legs would ever come around. Recognize that as just part of gravel racing. It's this emotional and physiologic roller coaster where you'll have moments where you're feeling incredible. All of a sudden your blood sugar will tank. You feel like death, you feel like quitting. But then, you know, something will click. And that was the case in 2019. Up till about mile 100, you know, I had moderate legs, but come mile 100 to 125, I just felt like what I call cockroach legs, where you just cannot kill them. Legs that just will not stop pedaling. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I can't wait for Unbound. I'm ready for the rain, I'm ready for the dry, I'm ready to race some of the world's best riders. I think gravel racing is some of the most exciting actual race action that you can present to spectators. I think it's going to be absolutely riveting to watch people literally fall to pieces on camera in a constructive way. I think I'm one of the best bike riders, handlers in gravel racing. The more adverse the conditions, the better.